name is Melissa. I'm parent educator at the Family Resource Center.
And I'm Renee with the Family Resource Center.
Yes, so we're going to just take a moment and talk to you guys about discipline. Renee, I don't know about you, but a lot of the families I visit really have a lot of questions when it comes to discipline.
Agreed.
Yeah, so, and as a parent myself, I know there are always things that pop up that make discipline kind of challenging as a parent. So we thought we'd just take a minute or two just to share some perspectives and ideas about, what to keep in mind when it comes to parenting, both from the parent's perspective and the child's perspective. And also to remember that parenting and discipline is a process. What works one day might not work the next day.
And the same thing is not always going to work either.
Right, and with different kids.
Right.
So there's never going to be one flat answer, but hopefully we can give some suggestions. So I don't know, as a parent, sometimes I get frustrated with discipline and behavior issues, and I don't know about you, but sometimes it's really easy for parents to think, what's going on here, or why aren't they listening, or they're doing this on purpose because I'm just so exhausted, right? But we know that's not necessarily the case. And I think one thing to remember as parents is, it's really important to pause, take a deep breath, and remember that we can only control so many things. We can't control our child's behaviors, but we can control how we respond to the misbehaviors. And we also have a lot of things that are in our control, like, setting consistent routines, allowing plenty of time for transitions, setting limits that are reasonable, and offering choices. Kids, I think, feel very empowered when they're given the opportunity to make a choice. So,
Absolutely.
So those are things, before you see a misbehavior, from the parent's perspective, I think it's just always nice to stop, watch the behavior, and see what's happening before we immediately jump into yelling. So, let's talk a little bit more about the child's perspective.
All right, thank you, Melissa. Yes, the child's perspective is so important to think about when you're thinking about discipline. Children under 3 rarely have the capacity to understand other people's perspectives. When they're 2, they're just learning about themselves. And infants, boy, they are just learning about the world. So we really have to think about how the child sees their world in terms of discipline. They're certainly not misbehaving on purpose. Their brains don't have the capacity to understand and even sometimes remember what you want of them. So, like when a toddler is going for a cord, which is so common, we have to remember where their brain is at. When they were 5 or 6 months old, we tried to have them reach for little toys that they could grip. So they remember that they can grab it, and they remember, hey, look at that, that looks similar. So that's what they try to do. So then we have to try and substitute something for that behavior.
Or, like when kids are so used to this time of day with the beautiful sun out, to get sunscreen rubbed all over them. And so when you see your child rubbing ranch dressing all over their skin, right? Then we can stop and think, oh, they're mimicking the behaviors that they just observed us do yesterday by running on sunscreen.
Absolutely.
They're so curious.
They are. So we have to remember that discipline actually means to teach. It doesn't mean to punish. So when we're thinking about the child's perspective, it's so important to remember what they're learning. Children are always observing. You, as a matter of fact, as the parent, are their social media outlet. We always have people that we're following on social media. You're theirs. They're liking you all the time. They're always watching.
And following you.
And following, yes, they're always following you. So it's super important to be that wonderful role model and understand where your child is coming from. When we think about temper tantrums are actually a huge learning opportunity for both you and your child. When children are having their temper tantrums, and I don't even like to call it temper tantrum, they're just resisting. They're telling you all behavior has meaning. But yeah, they're telling you they're upset about something and they want to do something. They're very frustrated and they don't know how to self-regulate. Their emotions are so big and strong. So it's a learning opportunity for you too, because when you think about how you handle situations now as a parent, fast forward 10 years when your little people are teenagers, because they're going to have the same kinds of resistance. So
still striving to be independent, still testing boundaries.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thinking about the child's perspective, try to think about, what is my child learning from this experience? Are they learning language? Are they learning social skills? Are they learning fine motor, gross motor? They're learning things all the time. Sensory stimulation is a huge learning experience for kids. That's usually what they're going after. They want something that feels good or looks good. So it's such a fun time, and discipline really it is actually a teaching moment. It doesn't mean to punish at all. So I just wanted to kind of guide you as parents towards some more specific information that we will be offering through the Family Resource Center.
Yeah, so check out our website. And also our Facebook feed. We have all sorts of information that is provided to parents, whether it's on discipline or any other parenting strategies, or as we like to call them, parenting hacks.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
And if you check us out on our website and our Facebook page, you will find additional parenting classes that are open to the public. Anybody can sign up. So we hope to see you.
Yeah, they're going to be awesome. So thanks for joining us, and please contact us if you have any questions.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.